the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
And he comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home playoff game here in round one. But every year they know that a division champ, it feels like, gets beat. They don't want to be that team. They have to avoid the overconfidence and make sure they play the same way they played during the regular season, mistake-free and with passion.
And how about that? Good shot to start the game complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back to throw now on first down. This will be caught once again by Brown. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And the result here. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling, and usually between run and pass. But in this case, was strictly the run game. Run it outside, keep the defense on balance.
So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Hines will take it in. Touchdown. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end and come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt? Turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better show. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really...
That's caught. Touchdown. Davante Adams there to make the grab. And the Bulls are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get it. That one's caught. And now the lead moves to 16-0. I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
And out come the Chiefs now. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. He takes this for 3 to the 29. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Now a 3rd and 6. Now they go play action with Howell. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Howell. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. Not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
2nd down throw for Howell. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And once more, Howell back to the air. And he's got it. Touchdown. Odell Beckham, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that trims the lead down to 9. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overcome.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. They run with Hines. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this is caught. It's Brown. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now it's Hines. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They run again with Hines. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Nyheim Hines with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bulls add 6 to their lead. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
It's all pretty straight. Open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to go again. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Howell's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Howell now to throw it. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. They'll go play action. Howell. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Cook. Down to about the 22 here. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2. Here's Howell. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Kansas City.
Back to throw. Howell. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Deebo Samuel, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs get a bit closer. Gano the extra point, and the lead down to 10, 24-14.
Chiefs 14.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On second down, right back to Hines. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Here is 3rd and 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 47.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now a play fake here on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kwity Paye able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. They'll set up to throw. He's got this to Williams, complete. And all the way in for the touchdown. Jameson Williams, 62 yards. And the Bulls are able to widen their advantage. He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And making 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Howell. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they've got the football, and they're already knocking on the door inside the 5 at the 4-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bulls continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Rolling to his right. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Faking the handoff. Howell. He completes it to Beckham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off play action. It's Howell. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll try the middle with Cook. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much.
First down, Kansas City.
1st down, Howell to throw. Over the middle to Beckham. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now, hang on. We got an injured player down there. Oh, boy, that's Odell Beckham Jr., OBJ, who's hurting. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Incomplete.
2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's Howell. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Dawson Knox, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Second down and 8. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That one into the hands of Adams downfield. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So first and 10 now from the 30.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll send the tight end in motion. They go play action here on first down. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag.
Intentional grounding, offense.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Now a second and 10. Now Howell. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. He'll buy some time right. And it's complete to Adams. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 37. So that changes things a bit. Here's a first and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Hines. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On second down, right back to Hines. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. This is Hines. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Hines, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. Nyheim Hines saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bulls take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now they go play action with Howell. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Well, the play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that one. He read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. He's got room at the 30, powering forward, and he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? Baseball, when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double, you would think that you hit it off the wall. Big time play for him on a short little pass.
Over the middle, he's got the tight end Wesco. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Howell down to throw it. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
46. Chiefs 28.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Offense back out. We take a closer peek at the dual threat back, Nyheim Hines. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 93 yards rushing for him now, as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the second round.
At the 48-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Only took them 3 plays, and they're already in the red zone, just like that. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
From the 5 now, second and a yard. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Just a... It's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
The focus after that run isn't how many yards they gained. It's that they gained a 1st down, and they've been running it well all game long.
He'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Davante Adams. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bulls will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they... Here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout.
There he goes, left side. A big play there for KC. 48 yards. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter. Nope. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Howell. And this throw will be intercepted. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hines. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And the officials here. Pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. A solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
And quickly they get to the line. They'll run on 1st down. Hines. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Right, 97.
Oh, and now some trickery. They fake the spike. And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they try to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. This is caught. Touchdown! Devontae Adams, 27 yards.
And the Bulls start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Deebo Samuel trotting out with his offense to start this next drive.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. We've done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Finding Knox there, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Powell.
He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Throwing here, Howell. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Van Jefferson, 39 yards. And the Chiefs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Gano the extra point, and the lead drops from 34 down to 27.
Chiefs 35.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
On second down, right back to Hines. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 171 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Rolling to his right. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Hines. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the Chiefs' 31-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. He'll buy some time right. He hits Adams complete. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. They'll set up a throw, and this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
The offense coming back out, and there's Van Jefferson leading them. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good, too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Howell. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
First down, Kansas City.
Faking the handoff, Howell. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
2nd down in the yard. That one looks like he'll throw here. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for call. In a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. On 1st down, Hines. And he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
And in a situation like this, you're in the 2nd half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a 1st down.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect 2nd half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the 2nd half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. That's to Cook out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 7. Now Howell. At the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And once more, Howell back to the air. And this is caught. Well, they get 1 back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Marching back onto the field now, Davante Adams and company getting set to go. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdown.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right.
That one into the hands of Adams downfield.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Back to throw here. And this will be caught with Richmond taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.